Hello, everyone. Shay's Creations again, and I am out of my room for a little while. I just finished putting together a beautiful ottoman, so I have a decision to make. But anyway, guess what I got? Now, I didn't check to see which shirts these are, but I'm hoping they don't have my face on it because I cannot imagine ordering that many. Black pepper from the fried chicken that's on that counter marinating. Girl is about to get that chicken on. Mm. Mm. So I'm hoping it's one of my other shirts. I'm looking at the little picture, but I can't really see. Oh, I think there's a mistake on here. I can't really see that. I'm looking at this little thing right here. Oh no! And they're not gonna fix it. Oh wow! They're not gonna fix it. I think I made an error. Oh, it's the same shirt, but I didn't know I ordered it. It's that shirt. It's in pink. Look at that! Wow! Oh my goodness! This is the one that my name is on. Oh, I am. Look at that! Oh my goodness! I gotta see if she moved in the building already because this. Oh wow, that is so pretty! Oh my goodness! And I kid you not, I've been laying in my bed just. Oh my goodness, this is so. I love the pink shirt. I love the pink shirt. But you know what I like about the shirts? I think this is a large. They run large because this is a large, and I have a lot of, and I've been able to wear the medium one, but oh, I didn't know I ordered this one in pink. It's so pretty. Wait a minute. Oh, it's different. It's different. Oh my goodness. It's different. Oh my goodness. This one says you are worthy, love and respect, and it has, maybe 5, 6 butterflies. And this one says healing looks good on you. And I remember now I made a tote bag for my online shop. Oh, that is beautiful. Wow. Okay. I gotta put this up here. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling so good about myself, boys and girls. Let's see what the next one looks like. I'm not sure, but okay. Oh, I see. That's large. All of them are large, but looks like I ordered 3 of them in large. Oh my goodness! Yes, yes, yes. Oh, oh, they smell so nice. Oh, so I ordered 3. This was large. So I ordered 3 in large. Oh, gotta evaluate and make sure. Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh my goodness. I feel like a real business lady. You know you don't have a business unless you're earning, right? Bill, what's that man's name? I forgot his name. Oh wow. Mm-mm. I bought these beautiful hangers, and they're the fuzzy type of hangers, so your clothing doesn't slip. Sometimes you have to fight to get them on there, and I got a strange thing in me because I have to put the handles one way. So I am so happy, but I was supposed to go see this lady. I'm scared to hear the word no. So and plus right now it's so hard, for anybody. So maybe I'll just stay home and work it out on my own. But I am so happy This is beautiful, boys and girls. This is beautiful. Oh, that is, ow, that is beautiful. So I only ordered three. Boys and girls, I have been, I've been trying to learn this thing. I basically know it. It doesn't, learning it is not the problem. The exam is in Manhattan, and that's the problem. I can't do Manhattan. And then the next location for the exam is like upstate New York somewhere. I can't drive there on my own. And depending on someone to take me means I'm at the mercy of someone being um, whatever. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I do want to see if someone can price an Uber for me since I don't have an Uber on my phone and then give them the cash. So I would have to see how that works. But I don't know. I don't know. I do want to take the train, and I said I'm going to do the reading. I did most of the reading, watched videos, answered all the questions, and basically some things is just common sense, you know. So it is what it is. But today is a relaxing day. Today is the day when I laid on my bed and I just played my game that's on Fetch. I came to the computer a little bit, you know, was in some groups and stuff, checked on a few things. I actually wanted to sit at my bracelet table and do some. I did, like I said, I did the ottoman, but um, what did I have to eat? I had one meal today. It's already set after 7. I had that one little pasta meal. So I did not take that medicine because I did not want to take it. So I did get a break from that terrible sweating. But it's going to take a couple of days for that medicine to really get out of my system. But I may have to take it, you know, maybe every couple of days or whatever the case may be. But I just don't know. Sometimes you have to give yourself relief. Mm-mm. But I joined a few groups today, and a few of them were for housing and stuff like that. So um, groups that I could help in, you know, that type of thing. And then I watched a video, and it was very, I don't know what you call it, but it was basically a group. No, it was a video, and it explained exactly how I felt a few months ago. I felt like I had been giving and giving and giving and giving and giving to the point where I felt a certain type of way. And when I was watching the video, it basically said how I felt. Like I had just been giving, and my kindness was taken like advantage of and stuff like that. So I was watching the video and I was putting together the ottoman, and I was like, wow, you know, does a person really get to turn on a video and it sounds like, you know, it's just like going into a church and you have an anointed pastor and you hear, you know, something that sounds like, you know, is he looking right at me while he's talking, you know? So I'm sitting here like I'm feeling really like mellowed out. I'm feeling relaxed. I'm feeling productive. I'm feeling rested. And those are the things that I need to feel. Now, I want to go put together these two dining chairs. But at the same token, today is Friday. So if I could just give myself a little bit of downtime to just make my fried chicken, turn on the TV, and just enjoy the learning that I'm doing. So, what I actually did was watched a video from somebody who basically said that a long time ago, companies were making light bulbs and stuff like that lasted a long time, and vacuum cleaners and stuff like that. And then when he realized that, the businesses weren't able to make much money because the turnover for replacing those items. So it basically said if you buy a computer and it has um, a battery that you can't take out and replace, not to buy the computer. And then it made me feel like wow, because I have a computer under my bed and it has a battery and I can't change the battery. And basically what it said was anytime you purchase something and it doesn't give you the option to repair it, you're not buying the item, you're actually renting the item, because what you have to do is buy another one, which is renting another one to keep that one, to keep access to using it. And then it said General Motors is one of the companies that make you replace things within a certain amount of time. And then it said that there's a lot of stuff that breaks down, that's purposely made to break down right after the warranty expires. So when I watched another video, it basically said not to pay for the warranty because the warranty is going to be valid, but it's going to run out and then your item is going to break. So it makes total sense. And then it says when you buy a vacuum cleaner, you don't buy a vacuum cleaner that is in the store. You buy a vacuum cleaner that's built for a maintenance company. Those are the ones that you can repair. It was so many things. And then it said the biggest industry, the sweating is killing me. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering and everything. Let me open it. It's already open. Damn. Ugh. Whew. I need a towel. Ugh. And my skin itches when I sweat, and I'm trying not to wipe myself. And but it said that the biggest industry that does this is the car industry. And it says that if you buy a car, say 2021, and then they will change the light fixtures on the 22, so that people who like to keep up with the Joneses will change their car every so often, because people can tell that it's an older model by some of the features on the outside. So it makes total sense. So I came to this freaking computer and I'm like, wait a minute, I pay a membership. Then it said if you pay a membership to have access to something, and then it referenced a big company that has access to like features on say for instance Canva would be one of the companies that make you pay for some of the features that you use. And what they give you, if you look really good, you can find access to some of these features, but Canva is one of them. And there's another company that's bigger than Canva, and it says that the membership, what you don't realize is that a lot of the companies, when you cancel the membership, you actually lose access to what you already acquired. And it makes total sense. And the reason why I was so happy to read that, to listen to that, is because I used a company before and I might have paid for access, and I made sure that I took everything I was able to get off of the site, because I knew I wasn't going to keep the site. So without knowing this little bit of information, I actually knew the information. I just didn't realize why or what the gist of the information was. But I made sure that I got everything I needed off of that site. And when I did, without knowing, when I did, just and one of them was Canva, without realizing it, that I had designed a few things, and then when I canceled the membership, I wasn't able to use those items, even though I had already designed those items. So Canva is definitely in there. But one of the crafting companies that allow you to draw and that's one of the companies that they used. And when you finish with the membership, everything you ever did in there you can no longer use. So it basically is a rental and a waste, because if you build a business on it, and that's what it says, if you build a business on it and you don't have access to. And that is one of the reasons why I'm thankful that when I designed that bag, I purchased two of my bags, because even if I no longer have access to the site, I still have two samples of my bags. And now it makes me really understand that right now, and it basically said that although the economy is bad or whatever the case may be, there is a 4 billion whatever in the retail industry. And basically it tells you that whatever you do, you need to be in something when it comes to retail. I can't remember all the bells and whistles and all the other stuff, but it basically makes me understand one thing, and that is that when I can get 15% cash back on Rakuten, I am going to duplicate as many of my shirts as I can, because having it is where my money is going to make me. Because right now it may be one way, but it ended up the video ended up proving everything that I knew without realizing that I knew it. And one of the examples for me was, if you see those boxes right there, those boxes are greeting cards that are just blanks. So handmade people use those to make greeting cards. Now, I have those, and I have another. If you saw it by my bedroom, I have a stack of boxes about this tall. That's those boxes. Those are blue greeting cards, maybe green, beige, whatever the case may be. But I bought the whole stock from the warehouse, which means there is no retail in any of those boxes. Absolutely no retail. There is no person that can get access to that for the price that I paid, unless they go through the wholesaler. But there was a woman around Christmas time that needed a surplus amount of what I had, and I had it available, but it was around the time when I needed something and I was able to gain it. So when I say to myself, having whatever it is, even if I can't use it right now, I always have the opportunity to eat by having it. And then that's what the man was saying today, and it was all true, and I never realized the dynamics of it until I listened to him. But there's a lady, a very, very old lady on YouTube. I saw her video maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, and she said when people come in her house, they ask her why she has so many whatever she has. And she said that's how she eats. She said because if someone needs it, they know where to come to get it. So as long as she has it, she has a way to eat. And then you think about it, when you go into a warehouse, in order for you to eat, you need what's in that warehouse. So it is what it is. Now, there's no telling that I'm going to sell a shirt or all of my shirts. I just know at some point I feel I am. So I'm going to bank on myself, because I am my niche, and that's it. But right now I am in a lot of groups, like frugal groups and stuff like that, but I'm going to stay in those groups because of course I'm frugal. But I have to move into other groups with like-minded people, because I have an agenda, and my agenda is not being a follower, it is being a leader. And I need to lead myself to where I can pay my way in society. This man has a lot of videos, and I was watching one after the other, and he basically said buying a home is good It's a nice equity or whatever the case. You can build all of this stuff. He said, but if you are in a home and you are house poor, or you have two working adults in the house, then you're not doing what you should be doing. You should have one working person in the house and the other person should be staying home watching the family. If anything happens to the one who's working, then the one who's not working should have acquired enough while staying home that they can go into the employment workforce to help the person who is in the working for workplace. And I kid you not, that is my whole agenda, because I do not believe, and I will never believe, in being with a man and he is the only person working and I have nothing to bring to the table. Because I always say, if this man has a health issue, an accident, access to his hands, anything, who's gonna cushion his fall? I was like, wow. And then I'm in these groups and these men are really speaking up. I joined about 5 groups basically with men speaking. And the reason why I joined the group is because there's a lot of things going on that women are not aware of. And I have gotten privy to some details, just being into some of these groups. So I'm in lots of groups. But today, or I think sometime in the middle of the night, I joined about 5 groups basically with men talking, and they're actually fed up with some of the things that they're dealing with in their relationships. But I saw a lady today, I kid you not, I saw a lady today, she took out a bag of rice that you throw in the microwave. She took it and threw it in the microwave, and then she opened up a bag of microwave vegetables, and then she took a banquet meal that you get from the Dollar Tree, and she chopped the meat up. The barbecue sauce looked like somebody's leftover whatever. Y'all know I can get reckless. It feels like I'm not even sitting on this chair. I mean, damn, do I need to lose some weight or something? I keep fixing myself. But anyway, she threw this together and said that this was her husband's dinner. And I'm looking at this woman. I mean, I don't know how to say it without saying it, but you don't want to be judgmental or facetious or something like that. But I'm looking at this girl and all of, all of this, and this is what you put to the table for this man to eat. I'm like, wow. And then I'm just, trying to take a break from watching these videos that I'm enjoying, and I come here and get into some of the groups, because my phone is beeping and people leaving me messages. And then I'm sitting here like, wow. And then I think I cried twice today, because listening to these men in this group, I'm like, I was a good partner. And I'm like, and when they say, like this one man, he said, he showed the girl, and she looked like she got lots of money on her back. This man paid her car and all this other stuff. And she was in Walmart, and he asked her to pick him up some t-shirts or something. And she was like, oh, I'll get it next time, or this, and this. And, he felt a certain type of way. And then other people was like, well, maybe she didn't have no more money left, and making all these excuses. And then I'm saying to myself, I never was asked once for any of the kindness of care I bestowed. And I'm like, so it just reminded me, in the man groups, how much of a good asset I am to a man. Even if I don't have millions of dollars, I am a very good girlfriend, very good wife, very good partner. So I'm like, wow. So it made me feel extra good about some things that I went through in the last couple of months. But it is so uplifting to see these men on here speaking and voicing their opinion, especially when I'm trying to be secretive by not commenting. But one guy put up his picture and made this nice thing about, he don't know why he's in a relationship if this, and I kid you not, he looked like somebody that I know from right here. And I said, either you have a twin or you're using the wrong name. You using the wrong name or you have a twin or whatever the case may be. I said, but I'm gonna ask when I see out in the street because I'm telling you, this person's genes, you have to be related to him in order to look this way. This person's genes, the whole family, it's like you took a stamp and just said boom. I'm talking about the bone structure and everything. So I'm like, wow. And I'm like, but it is so nice to be in the group and listen to listen to read up on some of these conversations that these guys are having. And guess what? They're not as reckless and as disrespectful towards women in terms of terminology, speech or whatever, like some of these women are to these men. And I do understand that some of them, us, because I am one too, are angry about certain things. But the blessing for me was there is no anger in nothing that I'm feeling. So when I was giving my opinion, I didn't have any anger in it. Anger is something that everyone goes through in explosions, but I am angry about one thing that I won't be putting on this video too much of because I'm trying to be very decent right now. And when I say decent, I mean distance myself in kindness. But someone said to me, maybe one or two people said to me that the difference between the past people in somebody's life and me being in their life is so different that they could understand why they stopped doing a whole lot of foolishness that was going on. And then today, a couple of days ago, someone passed over some information, and I heard the information. It was in one ear and out the other. Then I'm sitting up looking at something, and I'm like, oh, man. So when you get to a little piece of reality, and you're like, oh man, so I'm like, damn. So just reminds me of the image of dipping my hand in a garbage can or something and pulling out trash. So it is what it is, and I'm gonna leave that alone. But I'm like, damn, and I'm like, thank goodness, I'm just thankful that I stay in my house. I'm thankful I'm not out in the streets. That's one of the things. I'm thankful I'm not out there, with all that foolishness because. But I am gonna have a good day. I am on my way in my kitchen to fry me some chicken, and then I gotta go wash my face, wash my neck, and then wash my hands and put some lotion. But I don't want to wash my hands and then put lotion while I'm cooking. Sometimes you just have to do what the hell you have to do. Anyway, I would like you to let me know what you think about my shirts. And I have about 5 views on my shirt. I put my shirt in 2 groups for $15, and I did the stats, and I did a lot of research, and $15 is very good for a t-shirt that I have custom made, that I designed and all that other stuff. So I'm leaving my price at $15, and then I did work out the math on my shirts. So the only way I can keep my shirts at $15 is if I can maximize 15% cash back, and that's what I'm gonna do. So hopefully I earn some hustle and grind, pay my Affirm, because I'm going to use Affirm, and most likely if I can get that 15%, I'm going to make a massive order, which means I need to have about 5 more designs on my shirts, which will be uplifting and supportive of emotional well-being, because that's where my you know what I'm saying. Anyway, thank you so much. And Tina, if you, I don't think, no, it's not there. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.